The 5 secret positions that nobody tells you. Few women routinely reach climax, finding it quite complicated to be left halfway. But enough with the excuses. It's possible to ensure they enjoy themselves and give you what you want in that moment. Welcome to Stoic Wisdom Hub, where we delve into the art of cultivating inner strength and unbreakable determination. We face life's challenges with courage and resilience, always seeking to overcome our limitations and reach new heights. Today, we will explore 5 positions where weakness has no place, resolve is forged, and willpower becomes indestructible. Prepare to be inspired, motivated, and challenged. Let's dive into the mysterious realm of the female climax, a place often shrouded in enigma and misunderstanding. Picture this: it's like embarking on a quest to find the legendary treasure at the end of the rainbow, only to realize that the map has been written in hieroglyphics. Yep, decoding the female orgasm can be as tricky as deciphering ancient Egyptian texts. You see, for some women, reaching the grand finale of pleasure can be a bit like trying to catch a unicorn. They've heard it exists, but it seems more elusive than a politician's promise during election season. But fear not, intrepid explorer of pleasure. With a little understanding and a dash of creativity, you can navigate these uncharted waters and emerge victorious, or at least with a smile on both your faces. First things first, let's debunk the myth that women are complicated beings with pleasure buttons hidden behind a labyrinth of riddles. Sure, we might enjoy a good mystery novel, but when it comes to pleasure, simplicity can be key. Forget the convoluted mind games and elaborate strategies. Sometimes all it takes is a bit of attentive exploration and genuine enthusiasm. Think of it as embarking on a culinary adventure. You wouldn't just toss random ingredients into a pot and hope for a Michelin-starred meal, would you? Unless you're a particularly adventurous chef, in which case, bon appetit. Similarly, understanding your partner's preferences and desires is essential for creating a recipe for mutual satisfaction. Communication is your secret sauce, my friend. Don't be afraid to ask questions, experiment, and, most importantly, listen to your partner's feedback. Remember, it's not just about reaching the destination, it's about enjoying the journey together. So, throw out those outdated scripts and let spontaneity be your guide. And hey, if all else fails, remember that laughter is the best medicine. Sometimes a well-timed joke or a playful gesture can break down barriers faster than you can say abracadabra. After all, who said pleasure couldn't come with a side of humor? In conclusion, my dear pleasure seekers, the path to female climax may be paved with twists and turns, but with a little patience, communication, and maybe a pinch of humor, you'll discover that the treasure at the end of the rainbow was within reach all along. So go forth, brave adventurers, and may your journeys be filled with ecstasy and laughter. Let's dive into the delightful world of human anatomy and its quirky correlations. It's like Mother Nature's got her own unique sense of humor, right? So, picture this: women with a bootylicious backside often sport smaller busts, while those blessed with ample bosoms might find their derrieres on the petite side. It's like the universe decided to balance the scales of curves, keeping things interesting for admirers and fashion designers alike. And then there's the fiery maned vixens. Rumor has it that red-haired ladies are more inclined to engage in frequent bedroom Olympics. Maybe it's the boldness of their locks that spills over into their love lives, or perhaps it's just the universe's way of adding a spicy twist to the genetic mix. Now, let's talk positions, shall we? When it comes to unlocking the mysteries of female pleasure, spooning takes the cake. It's like finding the ultimate sweet spot on a treasure map. The lower wall of the vagina becomes the star of the show, with nerve endings eagerly awaiting some well-deserved attention. And from this cozy cuddle, the penis gets up close and personal with all those pleasure points, making it a win-win situation for both parties involved. But wait, there's more! Doggy style isn't just for our furry friends, it's a playground of pleasure for humans too. Not only does it give a prime view of the scenery, but it's also a hotspot for simultaneous stimulation of both the clitoris and the elusive G-spot. It's like hitting the jackpot in the pleasure department. So, there you have it, nature's little quirks and tricks, sprinkled with a dash of humor and a whole lot of pleasure. Who knew biology could be so entertaining? Well, it looks like we've stumbled upon some juicy statistics. Apparently, among the English folks aged 35 to 44, doggy style reigned supreme. It's like the Wimbledon of bedroom maneuvers, if you will. Now, before you go picturing a bunch of Brits with their pinky fingers up, sipping tea while discussing optimal angles, let's delve into the nitty-gritty. You see, doggy style isn't just about unleashing your inner animal, it's a position of empowerment, especially for the lady in the equation. It's like she's the captain of her pleasure ship, navigating through the seas of satisfaction. With the reins firmly in her hands, figuratively speaking, of course, she can adjust, pivot, and swivel to her heart's content, seeking out that elusive sweet spot like a treasure hunter on a quest for gold. Think of it as a DIY adventure in pleasure optimization. There is no need for complicated manuals or IKEA-style instructions, just a willing partner and a sense of exploration. And hey, who doesn't love a bit of exploration? It's like Columbus discovering the new world, except instead of claiming land, you're staking your claim on waves of ecstasy. So, next time you find yourself perusing the aisles of bedroom gymnastics, don't overlook the humble doggy style. It's not just a favorite among the English, it's a timeless classic, a staple in the repertoire of pleasure seekers everywhere. Just remember to stretch beforehand. You wouldn't want to pull a hamstring mid-session, now would you? The fascinating world of human anatomy and bedroom antics never ceases to amaze, does it? Let's dive in. Now, about those insults during intimacy, it seems that for 8 out of 10 women, a little verbal sparring adds some extra sizzle to their bedroom escapades. Who knew that whispering sweet nothings could be replaced with a well-timed jab or two? Just remember, folks, there's a fine line between playful banter and accidentally resurrecting traumatic middle school memories. As for those born with a smaller or non-existent vaginal canal, well, talk about a unique twist in the genetic lottery. It's like being dealt a hand of cards and finding out you got a royal flush in the game of life. But fear not, for modern medicine and a dash of creativity can often come to the rescue. And hey, it's always good to remember that our differences are what make us interesting, right? Now, onto the art of standing up during the act itself. Apparently, it's not just for crowded elevators or awkward family reunions anymore. Who knew that a change in position could lead to a change in performance? It's like discovering the secret cheat code in a video game. Suddenly, you're lasting longer and achieving higher scores. Just don't forget to stretch beforehand. We wouldn't want any pulled muscles ruining the grand finale. In conclusion, whether you're swapping insults, embracing your unique quirks, or trying out new positions, remember to keep things fun, safe, and consensual. After all, the best adventures are the ones we embark on together, preferably with a few laughs along the way. Let's dive into the intricacies of intimacy, shall we? It's like navigating through a maze, but instead of finding the exit, you're aiming for that big foe. Imagine you're armed with a map of your partner's erogenous zones and desires. It's like having the cheat codes to the game of pleasure. Yes, you heard it right, folks. Knowing your partner's weak points can be the turbo boost button to quicker and stronger finish lines. It's like having insider knowledge in a race. You'll be crossing the finish line with a victorious grin while others are still figuring out how to tie their shoelaces. But hey, every person is a unique universe of quirks and preferences. What makes your partner's engine rev might not do much for someone else's. So, it's like being a detective, Sherlock Holmes of the sheets, if you will, deciphering what sends your girl into orbit. And let's face it, gentlemen, when she's soaring among the stars, it's a win-win situation. Plus, who doesn't want to be the MVP of their partner's pleasure game? So, buckle up, get ready for some exploration, and remember, the treasure map to her satisfaction lies in understanding what makes her engines roar. Alright, imagine this, you and your partner are on a quest for greater satisfaction in the bedroom. It's like embarking on a treasure hunt, except the treasure is mutual pleasure and the map is, well, communication about likes and dislikes. Think about it this way, if your partner's pleasure is a pizza, you want to know all the toppings they like and, perhaps more importantly, the ones they absolutely detest. Because, let's face it, nobody wants pineapple if they're firmly in the pepperoni camp. So, when you're discussing what floats your boat and what sinks it in the bedroom, you're not just having a chat, you're strengthening the very fabric of trust and intimacy. It's like building a pillow fort together, but instead of pillows, it's built on shared desires and boundaries. Now, let's talk about exploring new forms of stimulation. It's like being Indiana Jones, but instead of dodging boulders, you're navigating the vast terrain of pleasure possibilities. And let's be real, trying new things in the bedroom can be both exhilarating and hilarious. I mean, who hasn't accidentally activated the massage chair function on the bed at the most unexpected moment? By showing genuine interest in your partner's satisfaction, you're basically becoming the superhero of their pleasure universe. You're like Captain Satisfaction, swooping in to save the day with your trusty sidekick, communication. Together, you're unstoppable. So, remember, folks, when it comes to spicing things up in the bedroom, communication is the magic potion that turns meh into oh my. It's the secret ingredient to a recipe for satisfaction that'll leave you both craving more. So, grab your partner's hand, embark on this adventure together, and let the good times roll. The morning glory of men, where arousal meets the alarm clock. It's no secret that for many gentlemen, dawn brings about a surge in enthusiasm. But did you know this phenomenon has a scientific basis? Picture this, the sun's just peeking over the horizon, the birds are chirping, and meanwhile, under the covers, there's a party brewing in the northern regions. Yep, morning wood is a real thing, folks. Testosterone levels tend to be at their peak in the AM, leading to some serious stirring in the manly department. Now, fast forward a few decades, and you might find that the once reliable morning arousal starts to play hide and seek. The joys of aging. But fear not, for age is just a number, my friends. With a sprinkle of knowledge and a dash of creativity, those concerns can be sent packing faster than you can say a Viagra. You see, understanding the changes that come with age is half the battle. With a bit of insight, men can navigate this new terrain like seasoned adventurers. And let's not forget the power of creativity. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? With a little imagination, the bedroom can become a playground of endless possibilities, regardless of age. So, to all the gentlemen out there experiencing a shift in their sexual landscape, take heart. Armed with the right information and a pinch of ingenuity, those morning blues will be nothing but a distant memory. After all, age is just a number, but creativity? That's timeless, my friends. The infamous cougar position, it's not just for ferocious felines anymore. Picture this, the woman perched atop her prey like a queen, surveying her kingdom. But instead of ruling with an iron paw, she reigns with pleasure. In this position, the woman holds all the cards, or, should I say, the reins. She's the conductor of the pleasure train, deciding whether it's a leisurely Sunday stroll or a high-speed chase. With the power to dictate the pace and depth of penetration, she's basically the CEO of orgasms. And let's not forget about the man's role in this grand performance. He's like the supportive audience member in the front row, ready to applaud and assist at a moment's notice. With direct access to the prized assets, her breasts, he's like a kid in a candy store, except the candy is anatomically located. But wait, there's more. While the woman is busy orchestrating symphonies of pleasure, the man gets to explore the uncharted territories of female erogenous zones. It's like a treasure hunt where the map is her body, and the X marks the spot. Well, you get the picture. So, next time you're feeling adventurous in the bedroom, don't be afraid to unleash your inner cougar. After all, it's not just about the thrill of the hunt, it's about seizing control and experiencing pleasure like never before. The delicate dance of sexual dynamics. Before delving into the adventurous realms of anal escapades, it's wise to ensure the stage is set for a smooth performance. Think of it like preparing a gourmet meal. Cleanliness is next to godliness, especially when it comes to, Now, let's talk about the myth of women's sexual drive being as stable as a cat on a unicycle. The truth is, it's more like a roller coaster ride through a carnival funhouse. Hormones, emotions, and the occasional chocolate craving can all play a part. So, gentlemen, if you're thinking of popping the question of anal exploration, make sure she's in the right mood, maybe light some candles, play some smooth jazz, and offer to do the dishes beforehand. It's all about setting the mood, folks. And let's not forget the timeless allure of older men. Yes, the silver foxes of the dating world, exuding experience and stability like fine wine aging gracefully in a cellar. Ladies, it's not just about the distinguished salt and pepper hair or the suave confidence, it's about the reassurance that comes with someone who knows their way around life's twists and turns. Plus, let's be honest, they're more likely to have a decent collection of dad jokes to lighten the mood when things get, tight. So, in conclusion, before embarking on any intimate escapades, remember to clean, set the mood, and maybe consider embracing your inner George Clooney. After all, when it comes to matters of the heart and other anatomical regions, a little experience and a lot of laughter can go a long way. Alright, picture this, you're on a quest for the mystical land of orgasm, and your trusty map points you towards the alignment technique. It's like finding the secret path through the enchanted forest to reach the treasure trove of pleasure. So, what's the deal with this technique? Well, it's all about getting cozy and intimate with your partner while maximizing the magical powers of clitoral stimulation. Think of it as the superhero team-up of penetration and pressure. Here's the lowdown: by keeping those legs together, you're creating a snug little cocoon of pleasure. It's like giving your clients a warm hug while inviting them to join the party down below. Plus, with more physical contact, it's like your body is throwing a rave and everyone's invited, no wallflowers here. And let's not forget about the added bonus of intense sensation. It's like turning up the dial on your pleasure meter to 11. With the right alignment, you'll be reaching orgasmic heights faster than a cheetah on roller skates. So, next time you're on your quest for the big O, remember the alignment technique. It's your passport to pleasure paradise. Just don't be surprised if you start hearing angels sing and fireworks go off in the distance. When a man likes a woman and is in love, he can't help but talk about her with his friends. If a man licks a woman's vagina and plays with her nipples, it means he truly cares about satisfying her. Ah, the enigmatic marvels of life. It's like navigating through a labyrinth of surprises, isn't it? Picture this, you're pounding away on that treadmill, sweat glistening like you're auditioning for a fitness commercial, and suddenly, bam! Your body decides it's party time in the most unexpected fashion. Yes, we're talking about the elusive phenomenon known as the exercise orgasm. Now, before you go swapping your gym membership for a more, stimulating routine, let's dive into the science of it all. You see, when you engage in repetitive movements and friction, your body gets all kinds of signals mixed up. Endorphins are dancing a jig, dopamine is doing the cha-cha, and suddenly, your brain's like, hey, what if we throw in an orgasm for good measure? It's like your body's playing a game of connect the dots, and instead of a serene landscape, you end up with fireworks in the form of, well, pleasure. Who knew your morning jog could double as a rollercoaster ride to O-Town? But hey, before you start scheduling your workout sessions around peak orgasm potential, remember that not everyone experiences this phenomenon. It's like winning the lottery, you either hit the jackpot or you're left wondering where all the excitement went. So, as you continue your journey through the mysteries of life, remember to embrace the unexpected. Who knows what other surprises are lurking around the corner? Just keep exploring, keep discovering, and maybe, just maybe, you'll stumble upon your very own exercise-induced fireworks display. The age-old quest for the Big O, a journey that takes us through peaks and valleys, twists and turns, and apparently, a chronological sweet spot. According to the whispers of research, mature women over 40 seem to have unlocked the mystical gates of orgasmic bliss with greater ease than their younger counterparts. Who knew that turning 40 could come with such delightful perks? It's like joining an exclusive club where the password is experience. Now, let's talk about the prelude to passion, or the kiss. Picture this, a suave gentleman leaning in for a smooch, setting the mood for what's to come. Classic move, right? Well, according to the playbook of research, it seems men are more likely to take the lead in planting that pre-sex smooch. It's their way of saying, hey, let's get this party started. But wait, there's a plot twist. Post-coital kisses, those tender moments of intimacy after the main event, seem to be more of a ladies' game. So, while the guys might kick things off with a peck, it's the ladies who swoop in for the encore. It's like a synchronized dance of affection, where everyone gets a chance to take the lead. So, what's the takeaway from all this titillating trivia? Well, for starters, age might just be a number, but apparently, it comes with some fantastic fringe benefits. And as for the dance of romance, well, it takes two to tango, but sometimes, it's okay to let the ladies lead the way, especially when it comes to post-coital cuddles and kisses. After all, who said chivalry was dead? Let's delve into the delightful world of screw positioning, where the man reigns supreme in the realm of penetration, while the woman enjoys the perks of leg elevation for maximum satisfaction. Picture this, it's like a well-choreographed dance, where every move is synchronized for the ultimate pleasure performance. Now, let's talk about control. When the man takes the helm, it's like he's the captain of a pleasure cruise, navigating the waves of sensation with precision and finesse. And oh, the power dynamics! It's like a game of chess, where each strategic move leads to a checkmate of ecstasy. But wait, there's more! Elevating those legs isn't just for show, it's like adding rocket boosters to Pleasure Town. It's science, really. By raising the stakes, you're creating a more direct pathway to Pleasureville, ensuring that every thrust hits the mark with pinpoint accuracy. And let's not forget about the woman's experience in all of this. With her legs in the air, she's not just participating, she's elevated to goddess status, basking in the glow of her own pleasure palace. It's like she's on a VIP tour of Pleasureland, with front row seats to the main event. So, in conclusion, the screw position isn't just about penetration, it's a symphony of sensation, a ballet of bliss, and a comedy of errors if you forget to stretch beforehand. So, let's raise a toast to the screw position, where pleasure knows no bounds and laughter is just another delightful side effect. Cheers to that! Understanding your partner's weak points is essential for cultivating an intimate and satisfying connection in the relationship. Female ejaculation can contribute to a more intense and pleasurable experience for both partners. On the battlefield of life, only those with an unbreakable spirit can prevail. Together, there is no obstacle we cannot overcome. Let's rise with courage and conviction, demonstrating our resilience and determination. As we conclude our journey together, remember that true strength lies in calmness, in the ability to face challenges with grace, and in building a path of authenticity and purpose. Farewell, and remember, I am Stoic. If you enjoyed the video, leave your comment, or dare to comment, I made it to the end. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and join us.